everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to another day in my 2023 holiday card series. This one is for those of you who are beginners. So one thing that I want to do, and I tried to do this last year when I was doing mass producing using like where you didn't have to stamp, you only had to buy like clip art and stuff like that. Because here's the thing, when you approach a new hobby, I feel like it's not wise to invest a lot of money and a lot of supplies only to find out that you don't like it. So in today's video, we're literally using paper, a little bit of embroidery floss, and some glue. Now, I'm going to show you 3 different cards using the exact same supplies, except for the second card and the third card are going to be stepped up. Super simple, I promise. So if you like these kind of videos, leave a thumbs up and let me know what else you'd like to see as far as techniques, etc. Like I said, I want to get back into teaching and sharing those kinds of things with you, and I think you guys want that too. So yeah, super quick, simple, easy, I promise. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you? Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it if you joined our little elfie family over here. Follow me on Instagram. I'm at TheJollyFatElf. I do have 2 other channels if you're interested. I have a makeup channel and I have a channel where I show kind of health, my life, etc. Both of those are linked down below along with my Etsy shop. I have some fun things coming. Probably not this weekend because we're going out of town for overnight stay. So don't forget to check out the Etsy shop. I do have some cards listed. The cards you've seen me made this month will go up on Sunday. I don't have time today or tomorrow to get that done. But other fun stuff are coming too. So just keep your eye out. And I have a planner haul coming on Sunday. So lots of videos for me, and I really do appreciate you guys. You guys you're banging it out. I've gotten more views in the last month than I have in years, so I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to leave me a comment, even if you just leave an emoji. All of that engagement helps us grow our community. So yeah, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all the dibbly-doo. Let's head over to the craft table and I'll walk you through these pretty simple cards. All right, friends, we are starting with a heap of metallic embroidery floss that I picked up off Amazon. And these squares are left over from when I made that card, or those cards for Gerda Steiner, the one that had the 4 frames. These are what's left. But if you don't have a die or you don't have these squares on hand, you can cut your paper down to like 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, whatever, and 1x1. You can cut them, into rectangles. It's completely up to you. So I mentioned this last year, and it's still true this year. I'm trying to be as zero waste as possible. Paper crafting has a lot of waste because we're using consumables, paper, etc. So I'm trying to be cognizant of that and try to use up what's on my desk. And that's why I say that all the time. We're using leftovers. I'm using those extra foam pieces from Queen & Company. So I'm trying to be very cognizant about, trying to be as, the least wasteful as possible. So I save almost every little tiny strip of paper and stuff like that. And I thought these would be perfect for a beginner because you don't have to really have a lot of supplies. You could probably cut these with scissors if you're good at cutting with scissors, cut straight. You could use a straight edge and a box cutter. You could get a small little trimmer at your local craft store, Walmart, etc. for, under $10. It's completely up to you. This embroidery floss, I think I paid $8 and it came with 2 of every color. I'm going to have this embroidery floss for days, but I wanted something sparkly because it's Christmas. Okay. So this is a note card that was 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, and I just went ahead and folded it on the score line. I'm trying to decide which direction I want these to go. Now you could probably notice that some of these have a bow in the middle, and then I did a couple where they had a bow on top. I was just trying to play around with it. And you can also see like the 2 that have the bow in the middle also have the white polka dot one has ribbon on all 4 sides, kind of like a square. So this is when I'm trying to play around with some paper that I already have, and I settled on this pattern from Doodlebug. It is just some Christmas trees, and I thought that would fit perfectly. and I am just adjusting the bow. I'm getting these adhered down with dimensional adhesive. You can use glue. You can use a glue stick. If you have access to foam tape. I used to buy my foam tape at Big Lots before I started buying the huge foam roll from Scotch on Amazon, and also these little pop dots. You can get these basically anywhere. You can use fun foam if you have that at home. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on these, and that is the whole entire point for this, is to use what I have up on my desk and still make a really cute card. You don't even have to stamp on it. The patterns alone will let somebody know that this is a Christmas card. You can stamp if you want to, and that's what we're going to do for card number 2. Excuse me. I thought it would be fun to kind of take you through the very basic, how we're going to punch it up a little bit, and then, the very last one. So here's the frames. Here's the leftover frames. And what I thought I would do is just put these in the frame and then stamp. So this is one of my favorite holiday stamp sets ever. This is from Simon Says Stamp. Now, I don't support Simon Says Stamp. I know, blah, blah, blah. I haven't purchased from them in over a year. Stamp timber just really gets under my Maybe I'm the only person that feels that way, but I just hate stamp timber. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I would much rather them release everything on the 1st of September, highlight the companies each day, but have everything available for the entire month, and then it's gone. Because it's just, I think it's a burden on people, especially those who live internationally. I also think it's just too much waste, etc. So anyway, that's why I no longer purchase from Simon Says Stamp. But Christina Werner's stamps and her handwriting are perfection. So this is one of the ones I have from them that I actually do love. And maybe I need to cut them some slack. I don't know. And plus, I was really salty about that mystery box that I paid $150 for and basically was a box of junk. So yeah, I'm a little salty. I'm a little salty. And I also haven't been buying much. I've been spending more of my money at Hello Bluebird and at Queen & Co. Oh, MFT too, because I've been buying paper. Every time they have like a 40% off sale, I got cardstock or pattern paper. As if I need more. Shh, we don't talk about that. Okay, so for these, I am just using a liquid glue, and I am just insetting these into the frame. And if I thought about it, I probably would have stamped first, but I didn't think about it like what I was actually going to do. I thought I was going to stamp and then cut it out. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me just stamp on this in the square, and I thought it turned out perfect. So I'm just trimming things down because that was a 5x7 note card. This is a very odd shape. I want to say it's like 5.5 by 5.5, or it's either 6x6. I honestly don't remember, but it's a weird size. I did buy envelopes for these, so this will probably be one that's up for sale in the Etsy shop. And if it's not for sale, it'll be one that's a customer card. So bringing in my stamp apparatus, this is from Stampin' Up, and this is my favorite. It's my favorite. Like if I didn't have, like I use the Misty because Scrapbook Pal sells Misty, the Misty, but I like this one so much better. You get 4 different plates, you can move it around, you have way more room if you want to stamp it still in my card, etc. I just prefer this one. And on to card number 3. Card number 3, we're going to be doing some die cutting. I couldn't decide if I wanted this fire. I think this is Fire Coral from MFT. If I wanted black, if I wanted this kind of, I can't decide if this is Coastal Cabana or it may be Snow Cone from MFT. But I knew I wanted to make a slimline card, and I wanted to add some texture. And one way that I really love to do that, if you don't have an embossing folder, are the plates. You can get the, what are they called? Cover plate, which is basically just a die embossing your paper. And I have one from Pink Fresh Studio that is a plaid, and I love it. If I probably could use this on every card, maybe not every card, but I really do love it. It's a great pattern. It's not as messy as stenciling. If you didn't have something like this, you could completely skip this part or put paper, etc. I just have very limited slimline paper. I don't keep 12 by 12 around anymore. I just don't have room to store it, and I don't ever really use it. So, but yeah, you can see here when I take it off just how fun that is. And it's not obtrusive. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Like it feeds into the background. It's not the star of the show. It's just there to give you a little bit of texture because we have pattern with our presents, but I felt like this was missing texture. So for my slimline cards, I make them 3.5 by 8.5. So you don't have to do any weird cuts. So I literally cut at 7. So I cut on the long side at 7, scored at 3.5, and then there you go. This is just a tiny bit wider than the card base, but it barely hangs over. And I want to say I trim it off. I honestly can't remember. It's been a couple of weeks since I made this card. This card was not intended to go up today, but it's been a long couple of weeks. I have been so stinking busy with doctor's appointments, etc. I just haven't had time to sit down and film new videos. Now, next week, you're going to get 1 die 3 ways. So I was assigned the dancing Spellbinders release for Scrapbook Pal, and I picked up the dancing gingerbread, and that's going to be so much fun. I already have Monday's card done and ready to go. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I am adhering these in different levels. So some of them are going to be flat. Some of them I'm going to add dimensional adhesive behind. You can see there that I added the washi tape. So when I initially started this, I was using glue dots and I felt like they weren't working very well. So then I started using tape runner. And then I was like, you know what, let me just add a little bit of washi tape to the back, and that has helped immensely. So here I'm putting on the pop dots for the ones that are going to pop up. I just love the look. Like, I love this so much. Okay, this Mary, I want to say this Mary is from Avriel from a few years ago. It's either Avriel or Concord and Ninth. I honestly can't remember. And I couldn't decide how I wanted this to go. I knew I wanted something big. So on to the right, I have Happy Holidays, which I didn't love. But I love this big, bold Mary. So I'm bringing in some red. I brought in some red glitter paper, cut it out, and now I'm adding these thin foam strips to the back because I wanted to pop this up as well. So I don't know where the die cutting footage went. It got eaten. I could not get one of these clips to move. I was like, what is going on? So that's it. That's it. That's the last one. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Let me know what you think of this video, and if you would like to see more, let me know which card is your favorite. All of the things. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces. I'll see you Sunday for a bonus video. Bye for now.